Well, thank you to the band. Once again, they came through. Welcome to Bikes, Barbells, and Beers. That's right.
You got it right. You got it right. Let's go, baby.
Thank you to our producer, July King, a.k.a. 7, a.k.a. Alpha Films, a.k.a. Julio Reyes. Always killing it, man.
Absolutely.
How's going on, John?
I'm good, brother. Can't complain. Besides, who the hell would listen if we're complaining anyway?
I know.
And
as good as it feels sometimes to let it go at the end, you're just like, why did I just do that?
And the thing about, I think what people tend to not realize is that when you speak negativity, you're actually projecting negativity. And, I think one of the things a lot of things that people tend to not realize is whatever you project is what you're going to get back. It's just you throw a ball at the wall, it's going to come back and get you.
Right.
So,
never looked at it like that.
Yeah. So I always try to pride myself in making sure I don't complain.
Right,
even if there's a situation that's a son of a bitch, okay, this is going to suck. It's going to hurt, but I'm going to get it done.
Right.
Versus, oh my God, I don't want to do this. This is going to be terrible. Okay, it's going to suck. It's going to hurt. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
This is a different mental position.
No, I never looked like that.
Yeah.
Does that make me fucked up? I never looked at it like that.
We're all fucked up.
We're all fucked up. So yes, it does. He answered the question for me.
Well, keep in mind, if you go down the list of everybody, we've all got our own set of problems.
Right.
It's just which ones are easy to see, And
it's do you accept them or do you run from them?
Well, I think from my perspective, as soon as you accept, and are honest with yourself about your faults, your problems, you're going to be better off. I think when you know that you have something that you're dealing with, if you know about it, you're going to be better off at dealing with it.
Right.
If you don't know. I mean, a perfect example. I literally have my wife Terry. There are certain behaviors that I will have that I don't know that I'm doing, and I've instructed her clearly. There's a word that she says when I'm doing something, I'm acting in a way that I shouldn't be, and I don't know that I'm doing it. So she can say that word, and I can just be doing what I'm doing, and I'm just frozen. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I was doing it.
Right.
If I knew I was doing it, I would have been far more effective at stopping doing it.
Right. or you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think my perspective is, everybody's, we all got our own set of problems. We're all fucked up. And I think the facts are that we all realize that and, try to do the best we can with what we got. The better off we're all going to be.
Like, I know I'm fucked up. Like, I genuinely know my faults and I don't like them, but I've accepted, not that I've accepted and I'm going to stay there, but I've accepted them and I'm working on changing them. Right.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there that don't know they're fucked up, who think they're not.
Yeah.
And I say that not being mean. I say that like honestly, like you're fucked up and you probably don't know it.
Well, I mean, think back to say with alcoholics. The first step in becoming sober is admitting that you have a problem.
Right.
If you don't admit you got the problem, you got nothing. You don't have anything to fix. So if you're not open to the fact that you have faults and flaws and problems, pretty hard to recognize them.
Right.
But I mean, we're people. We're all fucked up.
Bro, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, and it's pretty liberating when it comes down to it. Because when I was younger, I remember there was times where I was starting to kind of get my mojo going, and that I think the year 18 years old must be the dangerous age for a male, because that's the age where you know everything and nobody else understands shit. Right. But that was a period for me where I literally, because I really had to work hard to get to par.
Right.
I finally kind of gotten to the point where I was able to peacock a little bit. And my ego grabbed a hold of that, and I was perfect. And that was probably the worst, probably the most fucked up I ever was. Because when you think something like that, it's not the case.
Right.
Like you said, some people think that they don't have problems, and when I think that's probably the biggest problem of all problems.
Right.
I mean, shit, do you know anybody that truly doesn't have any faults?
I'm thinking about that now. I'm wondering, is there anybody who not that they're perfect, but do they have like almost? You know, what I mean, like, damn, that person's almost perfect.
Well, you know, it's easy to look at somebody and think that. But you get inside that person's head, and he doesn't see it the way. He doesn't see it the way. He doesn't see the way. I mean, because you think about it. I'm sure people have said to me too, oh man, you got this, you got that. Well, okay, that's what you see. That's what you register as something that's cool or whatever you perceive it to be. You're not looking at the stuff that you can't see. You know, the stuff that you can't see is usually, and you know, we all have our issues from whether it be self-inflicted or inflicted upon us. Right. We've all been affected by some shit
like
somehow,
some kind of something. Yeah.
Yeah. I think part of the issue there is we're all affected by things, and that obviously has something to do with it. But registering that, okay, that happened, and yes, that affected me, but not using that as a reason to justify the problem. Right. You know, a lot of oh yeah, I'm this way because of that. Whoa, it doesn't have to be that way. Right. Now, granted, there's always going to be that whatever that was there, and it happened, and it was real, but try to work past the problem because you know it's a problem, rather than blaming the problem for a character flaw that you might have for the rest of your life.
You don't got to be stuck in that state.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, that's that whole idea of understanding our problems is probably where the whole thing starts.
Like, my motorcycle is perfect. My motorcycle has no flaws.
Truly?
No. I can say that, and there'd be someone be like, oh, you're full of shit. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. And that's how people are, right?
Clearly, as you can all see, I'm kind of getting more, you know, I've had motorcycles my whole life. I've just never had a Harley. And that's obviously one of the ways Bob and I linked up because, you know, it's kind of a great thing because he has interest in you know, getting in shape, which he is right now. Obviously, I've given him help there. And he's given me a whole lot of advice on me finding the bike that I'm going to buy. So we've really kind of helped each other. You know, I actually had a show about using time properly.
Yes,
well, we've helped each other save a lot of time.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, absolutely. What the hell was it? I forgot what the hell I was saying when I got segued off into that.
Talking about fucked up.
Yeah, it was something I got segued off into, but yeah, your bike.
Yes,
your bike was perfect, and I was like, "Is that possible?" so
you know what? It is. It really is. I've seen bikes where I'm looking for something wrong. Like, I'm genuinely saying, I'm like, oh my god, this guy has every freaking something he can't see, which I guess would be like the inner body, right? Mm-hmm. Your feelings, your anxieties. Yeah, there might be things underneath the bike, which is not the same, but from the visible point, like in a motorcycle, it's like I've seen bikes where I'm like, there's nothing missing. There's absolutely nothing missing.
Well, attesting to a person, you know, and obviously, you know, we have people that, like, of course, people say, you know, oh, you know, big guys, they get big because they're, you know, trying to run from an insecure to the insecure. Well, when you think about it, I mean, that is the case for many. I mean, for me, for sure. I mean, lifting weights was what actually helped me heal some of my fucked upness.
That'll work. That's a word.
You know, that's right. So, you know, so that whole thing of, you know, a lot of times the appearance of being perfect doesn't really say. So maybe that bike that looks perfect, maybe the underbelly, something's really messed up.
Or it may not even run. I've come across those where it's so perfect they don't run it, so it doesn't run. They don't have it plugged, or don't have it wired, whatever. It's like,
yeah. But that's kind of interesting there. You know, we talk about everybody's fucked up. Well, everybody also has some sort of a pathway of trying to heal or remedy or whatever it is. You know, and that's what it should be. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, for me, for hands down, lifting weights helped me overcome being a fat, little, scared, insecure young person. Right. You know, lifting weights helped develop my self-esteem. You know,
but you know, when people say, like you said, oh, you're running for something, or you're trying to, you know, you work out because of this. Well, you don't talk shit when someone goes to a therapist, do you? Oh, I'm going to therapy because fucking.
Well, because
you know what I mean?
Because when you go to therapy, you don't develop a look that people become jealous of. You know, when you lift weights instead of going to therapy, you know, you get these round things and people tend to make fun. People tend to a lot of people will compliment you on that because they recognize the work that goes into it.
Right.
Other people, usually these are the ones that kind of not recognize that they have issues that they're not fucked
They
up.
might be part of that problem.
Yeah. I mean, generally speaking, what do you think? People that throw turds, people that talk the most shit, they're usually the ones that have the biggest issues themselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Because when someone actually does lay themselves on the table, they're vulnerable, they recognize their problems, they work through their problems, they're usually very supportive of other people getting through their problems also.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I firmly believe that to a point. I believe most of that, 99% of that is true. The loudest person in the room is always the one that's the most scared, the most insecure. You know what I mean? So they're hiding behind that lion, that roar. You know what I mean? Talking shit about everyone or making fun of everyone. You know, and not joking. Now that's the dude that's going, oh
Yeah.
look at that big.
Yeah, he's actually throwing turds.
Right.
He's not just having fun.
Right.
Yeah, there's a difference between being the loudest in the room and being complimentary.
Right.
Versus being the loudest in the room and basically taking a shot at everybody.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Those guys. Love you guys.
Well, you know, when stuff like that happens to me, the best way to disarm it is to agree. You know, you say, you know, you're XYZ. You know, say if somebody says that to me, XYZ can be whatever. You're probably right.
Most likely.
And it's over.
Yeah.
It's over because you can't, that guy can't, what's he going to do? He's looking for you to have a reaction.
Right.
So if you agree, it's over.
Right.
You know? It's like, it's like a fight. You know, it takes two people to fight. One guy cracks another guy in the face. If the other guy doesn't swing back, the fight's over.
Fight's over. And now he's a bitch. I mean, according to everyone else.
Well, you know, that's a funny one because I'm 50 years old and I have never, ever been in a fight.
That's good.
Never been hit, never hit anybody else.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Baby.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've had so many times when I was younger, you know, hanging out in bars and shit. You know, little fucker come up and he's trying to look cool for his girlfriend or his buddies. Then he'd come up and challenge me to a fight. You know, I bet I can kick your ass. I bet you can.
I bet you can. No, you're probably right.
Yeah. Or if it's, sometimes you can see when they got that tweaky look in their eye.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Gotta watch this dude.
Oh, shit. Then of course, I agree with him because I'll disarm him because he really wants to be hard ass. You're hard. I'm not.
I get it.
If you can kind of see that the guy is not so tweaky,
Right.
you can say, okay, here's the rules. First, we got to kiss. Then when we fight, no punching in the face.
First we gotta kiss.
It just disarms the whole thing.
What's wrong with this guy? What if he says okay?
Well, you got a problem.
Then you gotta kiss him.
Oh, quick change your rules.
He's like, nah, honey.
You know, I never ever thought about that happening.
You might meet the wrong guy.
Yeah, no
the
shit.
wrong guy for you. You know? Gotta be careful how you speak on here.
I love it. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, all of these different things we're talking about, you know, I think the faster that people realize that we all have problems and we're all doing the best to get through our problems, the easier we can all get along.
Right.
You know?
And if you're around those people who just can't help it, the best thing to do is stay away from them.
Yeah.
I've learned that. Like, you think you can help everyone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm jacked up myself, but in what we do, part of our job is to try to help people.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just be like, I'll tell my wife, I'm done with that dude. Everything's just like, I'm like, no, man, I hope everything works out for you. You know, I'm rooting for you.
And you know, that's on that level. There's people that want to be helped and people that can't be helped, or maybe I shouldn't say can't. They don't want to be helped.
Don't want it, yeah.
And realistically, when they don't want to be helped, they can't be helped.
Right.
Because if they're not accepting, then then it just becomes a waste of time.
They've already made up their mind. They don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Or you, especially you.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that thing on?
I don't know. I think we'll just have to figure it out.
Oh, nope. Never turn it on. Okay. Our timer.
Well, because what we're trying to do here, we're trying to keep these shows that are fun, but they're also not going to drag on too much.
Right,
We want to make sure that we're having some fun, getting some great information, but not taking up too much of your time, because we know that time is valuable.
Yes. But we want you guys to get something out of this as well.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. So on the whole level of everybody being fucked up, do you think that the general population, do you think they agree with us, or do you think that most people think that they're not?
That's actually a hard question to answer. I would think it'd be like, honestly, 50-50.
Yeah.
You're going to have those hardcore people be like, nah, I'm good, bro. I got a good job. I got whatever it may be, nice cars. I'm good.
Oh, I mean, I know some people.
Right.
I mean, hell,
right.
I'll be told. I know people in my own goddamn family who think that. You know?
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's not my choice. It's not my responsibility to try to straighten out what somebody thinks. I mean, obviously, I'm not speaking of my own children, because that is my responsibility.
Let's clarify that.
But yeah, that's kind of an interesting thought. I really believe. Tell me what you think. For everybody who's a little bit more open with the fact that we're all, all doing the best we can. We all got our shit going on. That I think people get along a lot better.
Right.
You think so too?
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't think people want to accept that they not accept. They might accept they have, we all have problems, we all have issues, but they don't want to let everyone else know they know.
Yeah.
It's kind of mask it. And you're not going to be loud about it, like, oh, hey, John. Oh, hey, Bobby, how's it going? Oh, dude, this. No, I'm just like, if you need to talk, let's talk.
Yeah.
I'm not saying dump it on me. I'm just saying, like, yo, is there one thing, like, you good? Like, everything's good. It's like.
And I think our message is not to be running around trying to express to everybody else how fucked up you are.
Fucked up. No.
It's the idea of us all recognizing that we're people and that we all have problems,
right,
and that we all do the best we can.
Exactly.
And then when we're aware that we have challenges and we have problems, we're better off at dealing with them, and then we're much more sympathetic to others that are doing the best that they can.
Right.
I think that's part of the problem, is that to be kind to the people around you, to think that they might be going through something in their own way, like you're going through, makes it a lot easier to not get pissed off at someone on the freeway.
That's so hard,
dude. I swear to God, I'm one of those drivers. I mean, I don't drive a ton. When I drive, when I travel, done with airplanes. But when I drive, I don't know. Like my wife says that I don't pay much attention. Well, my response to that is, well, everybody gets out of my way, so we're good, right? I've never been in a wreck.
Right. Well,
should have had a ticket in 15 years.
Nice.
So the track record is there.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding.
But it always kills me when it's like getting upset over something like driving. Like when I'll make a mistake, I am like waving my apologies.
Yeah. I'm saying
like,
yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
And obviously, the whole thing of people getting upset driving is kind of a pretty common thing, especially with everybody commuting to work like they do. But it's that whole thing has kind of gotten a little out of hand with people getting all bent out of shape people are shooting people.
Oh man, yeah.
God dang, holy.
And a lot of times you wave or just say like do like that face, whatever. Most people will acknowledge it. Yeah. Most people. Yesterday I was backing out of the gym. I wasn't paying attention. That was in La La Land. I just put it in reverse and went. I didn't even look. I did nothing. I hear honking and look. I'm like, holy shit. I was like inches away from hitting this car.
Oh.
So they went back in. Obviously, I finished backing out. I rolled my window down. I'm like, I go, sorry, like that. And they went in like that. Like,
that's the way it should be.
Like, I'm not being an asshole and being like, get out of the way. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I spaced out. I'm sorry.
Honest mistake.
Yeah.
Honest mistake. Yeah, that's the way it should be right there.
But yeah, those one dude just like, I'm like, okay, go ahead. Damn. You win.
Yeah. That whole thing of being aggressive behind the wheel, that's a dangerous piece of machinery.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, you can kill somebody right quick behind the wheel.
Fast. Fast.
Yeah. So what do you think? Should we go into a tip?
Yeah, let's go into a tip.
So we've talked about a handful of things, and we try to make these tips really simple and really effective. So hydration, okay? Obviously, hydration is really key. The body is highly threatened by hydration. You can actually die from dehydration, I believe, in 3 days.
Wow.
I believe you can die.
I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's 3 days. It's a hell of a long time to go out and drink the water.
Yeah, that's suffering.
But still, 3 days. You can actually die from overhydration. Now that happens in minutes, because if you were able to drink enough water, actually happened on I wanted maybe Howard Stern. Somebody went on.
No, it was a radio station in Northern California.
You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, some guy went on there and chugged a certain amount of water.
They're having a contest.
Yes, and it killed him.
Yeah, he drowned. They said, well, basically drowned, right?
So you can literally, your body, overhydration or dehydration is a major threat. Okay, to put that in comparison, you can go 21 days without food before you die. So look at the difference. It's 7 times more threatening to the body to be dehydrated than hungry. So think of it like this. Your body's a creature. And if you want your creature to be happy and give you some energy and feel good, you have to hydrate. So make it simple. All you really have to do to hydrate in a way that's going to help you is you got to think about, first, one of the simple ways is every time you eat, drink a glass of water, 16 ounces of water. And then between times that you eat, drink another glass of water. Because it's not about people that, I drink a gallon of water a day. Well, the problem is, you look at those people, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they got about 2 inches gone of that gallon, which means they've been dehydrated most of the front of the day. Then they start slugging it down to catch up. So rather than having any level hydration, they were severely dehydrated, then severely overhydrated. So the goal is to give your body water evenly throughout the day. So if you give your body water evenly throughout the day, you'll notice energy is actually a big one.
Right.
Dehydration, you get tired. Headaches. I mean, if you look up, just Google negative side effects of dehydration, it's a fucking long list of shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I'm getting at, to make it simple, first off, recognize how dehydration can be really threatening to the body. And if you take that away, obviously your body's going to treat you better. So drink a 16-ounce glass of water or bottle of water every time you eat, and one between meals. If you're not eating 3 times a day, well, you should be, depending on how these come out, you're going to hear our tip about healthy snacks.
Right.
So you can basically have water with your snack and water with your meal. But the bottom line is, if you're hydrating evenly throughout the day, it's very simple. It makes a huge difference in your quality of life, your energy, your focus. Hell, you'll even sleep better. So there you have it.
There it is.
Another simple tip that will help you be a better version of you.
Bikes, barbells, and beer.
You got it, my brother. You got it. There we go.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll talk to you soon.
See you next time.
Later.